Education Secretary Dr. Michael Tapo was speaking at the launch of a report based on 2 years of research and surveys by the NRI and the Australian National University. With the research, 360 schools were surveyed in 2012. Many of these schools were also surveyed in 2002. Results show that enrollments have risen throughout the decade, with a culminative increase of 58% since 2002. The growth in enrollment was faster among girls. Dr. Tapo said this was a good indicator for PNG in terms of the Millennium Development Goals.
We have an increased enrollment. Every boy and girl is going to. So when you come to Millennium Development Goals, there'll be one day when you want to talk about gender, the girls and boys will be competing. Our girls and boys in Papua New Guinea will go to school because you know why? We have a free and compulsory education.
The increased number of enrollments was attributed to the significant increase in funding received by the education sector and the individual schools over the last decade. Dr. Tapo said that with the priority the government has placed on education, he is mindful of accountability in the sector.
Education is between 5.3 to 5.6 GDP of the country's work this year. That's the money we got. So if we say it's not enough, that's a lot of money. And so all the other sectors didn't get the money this year. So I'm so, very, very mindful that when my people don't do well, whether in the province or districts, I get on them. Even though under the laws, I'm not allowed to in some areas. But that's one thing about the research. I think the next thing to find is the legislation is an impediment in this country.
Dr. Tapo also said the sector was looking forward to the new 266 system, which is expected to transform the whole education system in the country.
And next year, we begin the 266. Every child that goes year 5, year 6, and all the schools will be where they are. So if you are in Ted Dero Primary School, we will build grade 9 classrooms, and that's a job of DSIP and the members of the parliament. In terms of thinking ahead, we want to do that, so that all children who are now getting tuition fee free will go to school and stay there because there's a classroom. And the teachers will go because there's a house there for them. All right? And there will be curriculum for the teachers to use.
Delhi Bagu, National EMTV News.